In this video, I'm talking to Guillaume Picard of Tourscanner. He's going to talk us through the /blog area on Tourscanner, which was one of the winners of the Visibility Leaders Travel 2023 study. He's going to be talking about what that strategy is, a little bit about Tourscanner and SEO within Tourscanner, and a bit about how to find content writers as well. So I hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe because we've got more coming up. Today, I wanted to speak to Guillaume, and thanks for your time again, about a little bit about SEO within the company and your approach towards content marketing. Maybe I can draw out a few hints and tips from you, perhaps not your secret sauce, but a few hints and tips for other people that are working in the industry. Let's just give you some quick headlines of the data that we found in the /blog area of Tourscanner, and this is rare to see a blog performing this well, but it's a very well formatted, linked, and focused blog. 62% of the keywords that are ranking for the URLs in that blog were ranking on page 1. So 62% were performing, which is a very good above average figure. It's a good indicator, and data from Google really saying that it likes that content. Before we go into that content, give us a little bit of background about Tourscanner, how old it is, how it started, and why it started, and then we'll talk about that content.
Sure. Tourscanner is a search engine for tours and travel activities. You can compare us like all those different types of search engine like Kayak, Skyscanner, Momondo, Trivago, but we specialized in the sector of daily activities, daily tours, basically. So every types of tours, activities that tourists like to do during their holidays. We promote snorkeling in Bali, Eiffel Tower tickets, helicopter tours, whatever tourists do during their holidays, basically. So we started about 5-6 years ago now. It took us at least 1 year, 2 years to really build a good website, a good tool, you know. So we have aggregated about 25-30 websites specialized in this industry. So like Viator, Get to Guide, Deadout, Newsment, and many more. And we have reached about 1.5 million deals over 5,000 destinations. So we are officially the largest catalog of tours in the world. And in terms of search, indeed, our blog has been pretty successful. And we publish informational content. So the idea of the blog is really to inspire travelers and help us to find their ideal activity.
And so very, very much informative and knowledge focused, and almost tours within a holiday. Do you actually do the flights and the accommodation as well, or is it just the tours within the person's holiday?
Yeah, it's only the tours, only the activity itself. So there are already many websites, you know, selling flights, selling hotels, selling packages. So we don't do that. We only focus on the activity.
This is interesting then, isn't it? It's a very niche website, a very focused website, and that could be one reason why it's working. And let's talk about that /blog content. Where did the idea come from the /blog? I mean, not a lot of people start with /blog as their content hub. Where did that idea come from?
That's a good question. When we started, we didn't know what was the best marketing channel, you know, so we tried a few different things. And after, I would say, a year, we realized our blog started to perform pretty well. Traffic was going up month after month, and bookings were following. So at that time, we were like, okay, we might have something good. It was profitable also compared to pay ads, you know, or social media. So yeah, performing very well. And we're like, all right, let's continue. Let's go to that direction, and let's keep growing. So from that day, we continue every month to publish more and more content. The challenge was really to inspire, you know, travelers and make sure like every traveler finds something interesting. So since we had a huge database of activities, this was quite like the key of success, I believe, for the blog to really offer to every travelers what they would like to do during their holidays. So some travelers like museums, some travelers like outdoor activities, some travelers like food tours. So we have a large panel of travelers. We have also a very large panel of activities, and let's make sure everyone's match with each other. You know.
That's an interesting story. I'm sure others can learn from this. You started not really knowing what was going to be the most successful, but you started a number of things, a number of channels, and you measured them, and you saw what was working, and then you built on what was working, which was is really, a very good way to go about this, testing and building on what works.
Indeed,
Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
No, testing is very important. It's also important to diversify your traffic, so maybe it's something we are not that good. We have to perform better for other channels.
So the content you write in /blog, is that purely for search marketing, or do you use that content on social or other channels as well?
We use it a little bit for social media, but it's mainly for search traffic.
Amazing. Okay, good. And what sort of people have you got working in there? In-house, give us an idea of in-house and external content contributors and the sort of level of expertise that they have as well.
So for the marketing team, we have about 15, 20 people working in-house, employees. And we have about, I would say, 15 freelancers, with most of them working full-time for Tourscanner. And all those people are based all over the world. So we have people all over Europe, we have people in Australia, in South Africa, in the US, in Southeast Asia. So it's also important, for the expertise of the website, since we publish a lot of content about many different places. So we made sure, we have someone who has been there, who knows the place, and can produce the right content for travelers.
I personally believe that it's going to get more difficult to find these experts, and more important to find these experts. Can you give people an idea of how you find these people? Because I think that's going to be one of the key factors for this year, is finding experts.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have people who have already wrote good content, about a specific destination. So that's always a good point. Then we have people who come directly to us saying they live there. They have been, traveling all over the region. They have been writing for other travel magazines. So then we interview them and we decide to work with them. But what is important is really to cover, all the most important touristic places we want to write about. So that's a key point for us. We don't want to have only Europeans, who live in Europe. We want to have people a bit everywhere, and make sure we can write about anything basically.
Yeah. So if anyone's out there traveling countries and writing, or has free time to write as well, has expertise, get in contact with
and actually we have a lot of freelancers continuously traveling,
Yeah.
like kind of like digital nomads in a way,
If I was younger, Guillaume, I'd be sending you my CV immediately because it sounds like a fun way to spend some time. One last question before I go. 2023, of course, we're seeing a lot of changes in terms of, artificial intelligence, I think is at front of mind for many content creators now. Do you think that's going to be challenge of the year, or do you think there are other things that take priority at the moment?
Yeah, it's very challenging. There is a lot of expectations, about AI. It's definitely going to change a lot. After we have to be ready. Let's see, how the users will react to those changes. But I believe what is important is authenticity, and also be able to provide fresh content. Every time there's something new happening, let's be there. Let's be the first to talk about it, and I believe that's important, especially for returning customers. So if someone has consumed content on Tourscanner and they enjoy the content we provided to them, it's updated, fresh, there's a big chance they come back for more for the next holiday.
Yeah, I have to ask one follow-up question because you mentioned authentic and new there. To be honest, new is not something that AI is very good at the moment. It's very average, and based on previous experience, do you think that's going to be the special sauce that brings success? This new, breaking, and authentic content.
Yeah, clearly. Of course, we need to talk about the bestsellers. Someone visiting Paris want to visit the Eiffel Tower, someone going to New York want to visit the Empire State Building, but there's much more than that, and you need to be able to provide new, unusual activities to be able to make sure travelers are surprised, during their holiday. I think that's important. That the proper experience, and everyone has different tastes, and you need to make sure that they enjoy as much as possible their holiday.
Yeah, that word surprise will stay in my head now, because I personally don't think that that's something that AI is very good at. Guillaume, thank you very much for spending a few minutes to talk to us. Well done on winning Visibility Leaders, or being one of the 4 winners for the Travel 2023. I'm going to send you an award, and hope to see a picture of you maybe holding that up on social media at some point in the future. Thanks again, and good luck with Tourscanner and /blog.
My pleasure. Thanks a lot, Steve, and keep in touch.